Hello everyone, welcome to JAIIB CIB Prep. In today's video, we'll discuss about unit number 16, financial inclusion and financial literacy. So in this particular video, we'll understand about financial inclusion, why is it important, how can we extend financial inclusion by extension of banking services like using the facilities of business facilitator, business correspondents, setting up payments bank, using of mobile, tablets and financial inclusion. What is financial literacy? What are the initiatives taken by RBI with respect to financial literacy? What is RSETI, Rural Self-Employment Training Institutes? And we will wind up by doing some practice questions. So let's start financial inclusion. So what is financial inclusion? Financial inclusion means providing basic and affordable financial services like savings account, loan, insurance to people who are poor or live in remote area. Now these are the people who usually do not have access to bank or cannot afford banking services. And why this financial inclusion is important? Because it helps poor people become financially secure. It allows them to save, invest, to take loan, to bring these people into the formal economy, and it reduces their dependence on money lenders. And in a way, it also helps the economy to grow uh, because now more people participate in it. NGOs, SHOs, microfinance, they play a pivotal role with respect to financial inclusions because they help to connect rural people with bank. They empower women by encouraging them to save and borrow in groups, and they spread awareness about financial products. So these are the reasons why financial inclusion is important. Microfinance. So earlier microfinance means only giving a small loans to poor people, but now it also includes micro insurance, meaning to say small insurance policy, micro pension for old age, micro remittances, basically sending a small amount of money, and digital payments like UPI. Now how banks extend their services using business facilitator, business correspondent models. So bank alone cannot open branch in every village. So RBI allow them to use two models, basically business facilitator model and business correspondent model. In business facilitator model, banks uses helpers or intermediaries who do not handle cash, but they help people to connect with bank. And who can become a business facilitator? So NGOs, self-help groups, farmers club, post offices, panchayats, agri clinics, village industries, KVIX units. So these all can become business facilitators. And what do? They identify people who need loan. They help fill out loan applications, spread awareness about savings and banking, promote self-help groups or joint liability groups, and they help in monitoring the borrowers and follow up for recovery. Now it is important to understand that they do not handle money, and banks do not need RBI's permission to appoint them. Number two is business correspondent model. Now this model is more powerful. Business correspondents can handle cash, open accounts, and deliver most banking services in villages. Now, who can become business correspondents? So, retired teachers, ex-servicemen, retired bank government staff, kirana shop owners, medical shop owners, PC operators, insurance agents, self-help members, linked with banks, NGOs, microfinance institutions, post office, and company with large rural presence can become business correspondents. Now, what can business correspondents do? So they can open bank account in remote areas. They can collect deposits and repay loans. They can disburse small loans. They can sell insurance, pension, mutual fund products. They can help in sending and receiving small remittances, and they help in distributing cash, coin, or subsidies. Now, before moving forward for the condition for engagement, we also need to understand one thing, that NBFCs can in general cannot be used as business correspondent. But can in any circumstance an NBFC can become a business correspondent? So answer is yes. Uh, NBFCs which are non-deposit taking can become business correspondents, but some conditions are to be fulfilled. Like bank money and NBFC money should not be mixed. There should be a proper agreement between the bank and the business correspondent, and NBFCs cannot force customers to buy their own services along with the banking services. So if these conditions are met, then NBFCs can non-deposit taking NBFCs particularly can also be used under business correspondent model. Now, what are the terms and conditions for appointing business correspondents and business facilitators? So, bank can pay business correspondent and business facilitators a reasonable commission for their services, but they cannot charge any fee directly from customer. So, if a business correspondent helps someone open a savings account, the bank pays, not the customer. They cannot ask the customer to pay. Technology use. So working with the business correspondents involves risk like fraud or mismanagement. So banks should use technology like handheld devices, mobile apps that is connected to the bank's central system. Risk management and safeguards. So business correspondents should have clear rules like a limit on how much cash they can hold, provide receipts for all cash collected, and customer must know the bank is responsible and not the business correspondent. Bank should provide protect customer data and information. Regular village level meetings with customers, business correspondents, branch officials, and sometimes district level officers should be held. If business correspondents contract ends, they should there should be a backup for uninterpreted services. If one business correspondent work for two banks, each bank's customer data must be kept separately. Ultra small branches. So these are small and simple bank branches set up in villages from where business correspondents can operate. Usually set up 3 to 4 kilometers from business correspondent locations, and they are managed by full-time bank staff. They should have a computer, printer for passbook, and a safe for storing cash. Grievance redressal for business correspondent services. So bank must set up a system to handle customer complaints about business correspondents, business facilitator service. Name and contact of the grievance officer should be made public. Timeline for handling complaints should be available on the bank's website. And if the issue is not resolved within 60 days, the customer can approach the business ombudsman. ICT in financial inclusion. So technology can solve the problems of banking in remote areas. Even illiterate customers can use banking services through biometrics like fingerprint verification. For example, a farmer in remote village can check his account balance using his fingerprint on a device which is operated by a business correspondent. Customer education. So bank must educate people, especially in rural areas, in their local language about the benefits of using banks. Uh, for example, teaching people why it is better to keep money in a bank than at home, how to use ATM or how to save using recurring deposits. So these measures can be taken by the bank. Payments bank. Payment banks are banks that focus on small savings and payments and remittances services. So they basically help migrant workers, small businesses, local income households, and they offer plethora of services like savings account up to 2 lakh per person, debit card, internet banking. Please keep in mind that payments bank do not issue credit cards. So they allow a person to pay utility bill for or to pay for insurance, to pay for mutual funds, and they must have 25% of outlets in rural areas through ATMs or business correspondents. So it is okay, but 25% of their presence should be in rural areas. Self-help groups linkage programs. So self-help groups are small groups of rural poor people who save together and lend to each other. A bank must provide loans to self-help group members to support their livelihood. Co-lending by banks and NBFCs. In 2020, RBI allowed banks and NBFCs to co-lend to important sectors like agriculture, micro, small and medium enterprises, etc. Now here banks have lower cost of funds and NBFCs have wider reach. So in co-lending model, both of these features are combined to serve the people better. Use of mobiles, tablets in financial inclusion drive. So first thing we need to understand is what is mobile banking. Mobile banking means using your phone to do banking, like you check balance, you send money, you pay bill. Now, cheaper smartphones and data plans have been made easier, especially after COVID. So, it is a blessing in disguise. Mobile phones are used to open small accounts and offer services in areas with no banks. So, business correspondent agents can use phones with point of sale machines to collect the money, but again it has its challenges. So security issues are there. Different mobile phone types, and first time users, it is harder for them. Banks and telecom companies must make the apps that work on all devices. So again, that is a challenge. Benefits is also there, that instant money transfer, there's no need to visit the bank branches, and all non-cash services can be done through the bank. USSD based banking. It is launched in 2012. So it lets user dial star 99 hash to access banking. There is no internet needed. It works on basic phones too. And in 2016, UPI with USSD 2.0 was launched to allow even more features. Digital onboarding. This means helping customers join digital banking easily. There are two focus areas. Number one, making platform more accessible, and number two, managing the risk. Aadhaar and video KYCs are used for onboarding. Digital lending. Loans are now given via mobile apps and online platforms. RBI has made rules to stop unauthorized lenders and to protect the customers. For example, if you take a loan from a digital lender, RBI rules ensure it is a registered and safe platform and not scam. Financial literacy. Financial literacy means knowing how to manage your money properly. It helps people understand how to use financial products like savings account, loans, insurance, and digital payments. So, in simpler words, it is a skill of making smart decisions about spending, saving, borrowing, and investing your money. For example, if someone understands how interest on a loan works or how to save money in a bank safely, the person is financially literate. And financial literacy and financial inclusion are two pillars. Financial literacy works on the demand side. It makes people aware of what they can ask for, like loans, insurance, or saving schemes. And financial inclusion works on the supply side. It makes sure that bank and financial institution provides these services to the people. Why financial literacy is important? Because financial literacy uh, for is important for country's financial growth and stability. In India, it is even more needed because many people are still not using formal banking systems. It helps people prepare for life events like marriage, education, retirement, or medical emergencies, and also it helps people from falling into debt traps or frauds. Who need financial literacy? It is everyone who needed financial literacy, but not just the poor or rural people. So users of financial services are the poor people without access to bank, middle class families who save and invest, and again rich people who makes complex financial decisions. They require financial literacy. Secondly, providers of financial services require financial literacy. Banks and financial institutions must also understand financial risk and customer needs. And last but not the least, policymakers and regulators, so RBI, SEBI, PFRDA, they must know what people need and how to design proper rules and strategies. Now, how is it taught? So, how is financial literacy being shared? RBI has asked banks to open financial literacy centers. Now, these centers teach schools and college students, women, rural people, pensioners, and others about how banking works, and the goal is to help people make better financial choices. Let's understand about RBI's initiatives. So, number one is National Center for Financial Education. It was set up in 2013 with support from RBI, SEBI, IRDAI, and PFRDA. These Center for Financial Education implements the National Strategy for Financial Education. It conducts NCFE, NFLAT exam. It is basically a test to encourage school students, class 8 to 10 students to learn basic finance, and it offers online learning programs to youth, adults, and teachers through a special e-learning system. Center for Financial Literacy. It was launched in 2017 by RBI as a pilot project. These centers are set up at block level across India, and they are run with the help of banks and NGOs using community based approach. These centers aim to promote financial literacy, protect customers, and promote financial inclusion. Rural Self-Employment Training Institutes. So they are the project by Ministry of Rural Development. These institute gives skill training to rural youth to help them become self-employed. They are managed by banks with help from central and state government. And this model is based on the 1962 concept of Rural Development Training Institute. What are the objectives of RSETIs? So training should be demand driven. That is based on what the job market needs. Training field decided after checking trainees' interest and skill. Then we link trainees to bank loans so that they can start their own small businesses. Follow up for 2 years after training to ensure the business is running successfully. A short-term residential training is provided, usually 1 to 6 weeks, with free food and free stay. So these are the objectives which we have just covered. Now let's check your progress. The scope of activities undertaken by the business correspondent will not include disbursal of small value credit. It includes recovery of principal, collection of interest. It includes collection of small value deposit, also included in the scope of activities. So these all are included. Then there must be an option D. None of the above or all of the above are included. All of the above are included. So this will be correct. Banks cannot use the services of Dash as business facilitator or business correspondent. NGO they can use self-help group, microfinance, so village sarpanch. So C is the correct answer for this question. Ministry of Rural Development provides a one-time grant of, so it provides a one-time grant of 1 crore to the lead bank in every district to set up one RSETI. Consider the following statement about business facilitator models under RBI guidelines. Only government-owned organizations such as post office panchayats can be appointed as business facilitators. So this is not correct. These are not only government-owned. So both government-owned and non-government organizations can be appointed. Business facilitators are authorized to perform tasks like creating awareness about saving, debt counseling, and follow up on recovery loan. This is correct. NGOs, self-help groups, agri business centers are eligible to function as business facilitators under the RBI's guidelines. So this statement is also correct. Option 2 and 3 are correct for this question, making option B as the correct answer. Which of the following statements about business correspondent model and its guidelines are accurate? Scheduled commercial banks, including RRBs and LABs, are required to have a board approved policy before engaging any business correspondent. So, this statement is absolutely correct. Business correspondent must exclusively operate under the name of the bank they are associated with and cannot provide service for any other financial institution. This statement is not correct. Non-deposit taking NBFCs can be engaged as business correspondent provided they do not offer saving or remittance function only to their own customer and do not bundle service with their own products. Yes, this statement is correct. Business correspondents are authorized to provide services like disbursing large value loans. So they can disburse small value loans, not large value loans. So this statement is not correct. Post office, cooperative society, self-help groups linked to banks are eligible to be appointed as business correspondents under the guidelines. So this statement is absolutely correct, making option A as the correct answer for this question. XYZ Bank has recently partnered with a business correspondent to extend banking services in a remote area. The business correspondent will help in providing basic banking services like cash deposit, withdrawal, and bill payment on behalf of the bank. XYZ Bank has set up technology based solutions, including handheld devices to facilitate seamless transaction. In the given context, which of the following statements are true regarding the term and condition for engaging business facilitator and business correspondent? So, if we have read from here as well, no harm is done. So, bank must allow business facilitator, business correspondent to charge customers directly for services provided on behalf of the bank. So, bank must to charge customer directly? No, never. So, this statement is not correct. Bank should adopt technology-driven solution to mitigate risk and increase outage. This statement is correct. Cash collected by business facilitator, business correspondent should be acknowledged with a receipt issued on behalf of bank. This statement is also correct. 2 and 3 are correct, making option B as the correct answer. Which of the following statements are true regarding the ultra small branches? USBs are low cost brick and mortar structure designed to support business correspondent in rural areas. It's absolutely correct. Uh, sorry. USBs are linked to the base branch through CBS terminal and equipped with passbook printer and safe for cash retention. Again, this statement is correct. Managed by part-time employees? No, they require full-time employees. Can be set up within 10 to 12-kilometer radius? No, it should be 3 to 4 kilometers. USBs are considered independent banking outlets or part-time business outlet. This statement is also correct. So option D is correct for this question. Which of the following statement are true about payment bank? Payment bank can accept demand deposit. Maximum balance should be 2, not 5, so not correct. Required to have at least 25% presence, correct. You can distribute simple financial products like MFN. Insurance also correct. So 2 and 3 are correct. Option D is the correct answer for this question. Which of the following statement about mobile banking and financial inclusion are correct? Mobile banking helps wage earners send money instantly without losing a day wages. Correct. Mobile banking services are not widely adopted due to high cost smartphone and limited internet access. This statement is not correct. Agents of business correspondents uses point of sale instrument to offer banking services in unbanked areas. Correct. Statement 1 and 3 are correct, making option B as the correct answer for this question. Which of the following statement are not correct regarding USSD based mobile banking, digital onboarding and digital lending? NPCI launched the common USSD platform in November 2012. Uses the code star 99 hash and not 11 hash, making this statement incorrect. USSD 2.0 launched in December 2016 was based on IMPS. No, it was based on UPI, not IMPS. So this statement is not correct. Digital onboarding aims to improve accessibility to financial platforms using fintech and to analyze potential risk associated with the adoption of fintech. Yes, this statement is correct. Digital KYC process and CIP have been framed by RBI and government to ensure appropriate safety and uniformity in digital onboarding. So this statement is also correct. The RBI Working Group on Digital Lending in its November 2013 report recommended the report was 2021, not 13. So this statement is incorrect. Recommended flexible regulation to ensure unauthorized digital. This report was 2021 report. So what was being asked? Not correct statement. 1 is not correct, 2 is not correct, 5 is not correct. Option B is correct option for this question. Which of the following statements are correct about financial literacy and its importance? Financial literacy refers to the ability to make informed judgments and decisions regarding the use and management of money. So the statement is correct. Financial inclusion, financial literacy are completely independent. No, they are not completely independent. They are interconnected. Financial literacy can help people deal with life cycles and emergencies without relying on excessive debt. So the statement is correct. Only low income group need to be financially literate. No, this is not correct. The RBI has directed banks to establish financial literacy centers to educate diverse target groups and including school students and senior citizens. So this statement is also correct. 1, 3 and 5 are correct. Option C is the correct answer for this question. Which of the following statement about initiatives taken by RBI are correct? National Center for Financial Education was established in 2013 to promote financial literacy and inclusion in collaboration with financial sectors regulators like RBI, SEBI, IRD, PFRD. This statement is correct. National Financial Literacy Test is aimed at adults to access their. It is for school students, class 8 to 10, not for the adults. The Center for Financial Literacy launched in 2017 by RBI for promote financial literacy at the block level through community-led approach. This statement is also correct. So option B is correct for this question. Which of the following statements about rural self-employment training institutes are correct? RSETI are managed solely by the government of India? No, they are managed by a bank with cooperation from the government. So this is not correct. The primary goal of RSETI is to provide entrepreneurship development and self-employment opportunities to rural youth. Yes, this statement is correct. Offers skill development programs with a duration ranging from 6 months to 1 year. No, this statement is not correct. Offers programs with duration of 1 to 6 weeks and not 6 months to a year. The training program offered by RSETI covers various areas like agriculture, product, process and general programs. Yes, correct. Provide residential training with free food and accommodation for trainees. Also correct. So 2, 4 and 5. So this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 4 and 5 are correct, making option A as the correct answer for this question. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubt, you can connect with us on our Telegram group channel, JAIIB CIB Prep. Don't hesitate to ask your doubts. We'll meet again with unit number 17. Till then, please take care.